Hi, Jackie. Hey, Milo, how are you doing, my dude? Hi, Test. How are you all doing? I am doing well, thank you, Jackie. Lauren's making cupcakes. Lauren's making cupcakes. You're packing? You're packing for the airport. You leave for the airport in 8 hours. Test. Are you even gonna get any sleep tonight? What? Lauren just walked in and she's staring at me. What did you do? Yeah? Uh-huh. I can't tell if it's powdered sugar or flour. Is it flour? Is it baking soda? Is it baking powder? Bring it closer. It's cornstarch. How much cornstarch? Water it down with some milk.
We're not having cornstarch frost.
Cornstarch is just a thickening agent. 2 cups of cornstarch is a lot of thickening agent. Was the butter melted?
Yes.
That's so much. She thought it was powdered sugar, in her defense. You just wrapped up your day right when I started streaming? Hell yeah. How has your day been, Milo? Your boy got drafted to make a one-shot for Thursday night, so you've been scrambling to get something together that's quick? How did you get drafted? We have more butter in the freezer? Okay. Good news, guys. We have both more butter and powdered sugar. Hey, Sarah. It's good to see you. How are you? Been great. You got a ton of UI work done in bed. Isn't it great working from home, Milo, that you can do stuff like that in bed? I'm doing well. Lauren is making cupcakes because she says that she's not good at making cake. So she wanted to try and make some cupcakes as a start to, you know, cake making. In bed? You never said that. No, but Embedbot added it. Come on. We've all been there. I used to work in bed. We both have been having some form of sweet tooth, so it's her creative outlet. And it's one that I will not scoff at. We love Embedbot. Embedbot is a lot of fun. Ridiculous, but a lot of fun. So what are your plans for the rest of your Monday evening, Milo, now that you are free from rigorous dev work? You were trying to figure out how to do D&D this week because your girlfriend is leaving Wednesday. So tomorrow night, one of your party is running a one-shot for you, your girlfriend, his girlfriend, and one other person. And Thursday, you're DMing for everyone from Tuesday minus your girlfriend plus your normal DM. Gotcha. Why is your girlfriend leaving? Where's she going? She coming back? Might do some battle bit. Probably gonna do your dailies in Destiny as well. Ooh. You know, I have had the slight urge to play Destiny again. But every time I think about playing Destiny, I think that works. Every time I think about playing Destiny, I'm reminded about like all the DLC and stuff that I don't have that probably makes a world of difference, and I don't want to spend money on it. Ooh, I don't know why anyone would ever want to go to Ohio, but you know, if she wants to stop by and say hi, she can stop by. I'll give her a hug for her to give to you. Like, that's how that works, right? Good morning, Eternal. Good morning. Ew, gross, Ohio. I mean, I have nothing wrong with Ohio. I've only driven through. Everyone I know says gross Ohio, but people gotta live there for a reason. So it can't be all bad. I'm looking for LA Noir on my desktop, and I do not see it. There it is. Destiny is a mean beast, but you're addicted. Hey, I'm glad that you have a game that you can be addicted to like that. You get stuck in bed. Oh no. Ohio gets you stuck in bed. My Twitch category says Divinity. Snap dog, you right. You right. Hold on. I can fix that. I can fix that. LA Noir. Thanks, fam. Keeping me honest. Hell yeah. Now I just got to get the game to load. Hi, Plum. Hi, baby boy. You're licking your chompers like you just ate something. Aw, he ate dinner. What a good boy. I used to be addicted to World of Warcraft, and that was my game that I could play for hours. Like, even when I would get bored of the game and log off, I'd get on like 30 minutes later. That was a game that just sucked me in and just kept sucking me in. So I stopped paying for it. No worries, Jackie. Lurk away. If you need any creative help, feel free to reach out. I love doing stuff like that. I love getting to talk games and try and be creative and come up with fun ideas. Oh my god, you also played WoW? Oh, so you totally get it. It was so tough to get off of. You haven't gotten addicted to a game since PUBG? Oh man, I could not get into PUBG. After playing games like Halo and Call of Duty, PUBG's gunplay was so rough. What? Oh. I will say though, BattleBit Remastered has definitely grasped me a little bit like Battlefield did. We've got some fun ideas, but you'll definitely give me a shout. The concept is that the party is all in a coma, and to escape the coma, they have to fight the Hag of the Forest, Wilma Dreamstealer. Oh, I love it already. Incredible. Looks at the 5,500 hours he has in Warframe and looks around sheepishly. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. If you're enjoying the game, more power to you, my man. More power to you. It does. There is a little bit of it that still feels a little rough to me, but it's been so long since I've really given an FPS game outside of like Valorant a shot that I'm sure I just need to get back into the swing of it, you know? I probably need to mess with my sensitivity settings and stuff like that, but it's been fun. Wonder how long the BattleBit hype will last? Hopefully long enough. I mean, it's less expensive than Battlefield, and it's better put together than Battlefield. It can run on most machines, unlike Battlefield. So, you know, I think people will enjoy it for a good long while. Especially with it being in early access, I bet a lot of people will really enjoy it. PUBG was the last game you were truly good at. You were ranked top 2% duos with a friend. Holy crap, Test. I had no idea. Mr. Most Interesting Man in the World over here. How do you manage that? You were going to have them actually go to the forest in the real world, but you didn't want them to actually kill her, and you'd have to rewrite a bunch of stuff, so her messing with people in comas makes perfect sense. I still love that idea, especially if they can have some dream logic on occasion that, like, you just throw in. Like, they go, man, I wish I had X, and then, you know, X appears before them on the table, and they'd be like, what? I just think that would be fun. What's this?
Stir it.
You want me to stir it? Okay. How long am I stirring it for? It's here to stay for sure. People are loving it. I hope so. I remember when Unturned came out and everyone made fun of it for the graphics after, and you know, this is after Minecraft and stuff like that. Pretty good. I bet that was a really interesting clip to have on stream. You have 5 games with more than 1,000 hours in, and each of them 1,000 hours more than the last. Wow, so you've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's crazy. Oh, I can't wait to hear about it, Jackie. Have a good night. Good luck. I believe in you. Oh. You know, I've really been thinking about it lately, and how I wish that there were a game that I could, like, hone in on, but no game has really held my interest for too long, and I don't know why that is. You're glad that she oversaw my stirring? Me too, Vi. I don't know what I would have done had I stirred it poorly and had her disapproval. Hi, Plumbert. Gaming burnout? I don't know if it's gaming burnout, because, like, it's per game. I haven't had a game that has grasped me, that has made me want to just keep playing. Yeah, nothing holds me for more than a couple weeks. Games suck now. That could be it too. I mean, yeah, AAA title games, definitely. There have been some games that have grasped me that are like indie games or non-AAA title games, but there's never enough to just, like, continue playing. Very few replayability. Space Engineers 1000, Mabinogi 2000, Final Fantasy 14 3, Star Trek Online 4, and Warframe 5. That's a lot. That is a lot. You have to make yourself play things. I feel kind of like that too. That's one of the reasons why the reason why I stream the way I stream is because, one, it makes me play games that I probably wouldn't have played before, or made time to play before. But two, it allows me to keep experiencing new things and trying new games, and it's like secretly this, like, slight crusade to try and find a game that I can, you know, stick with for a while. But I don't think I'm going to find that in a single player game. Hey, Test. Eternal's Canadian. Like, there's so many games that I'm excited to actually, like, get to try and play, but I feel like a proper, like, a game that would actually hold my attention for longer than a couple weeks would have to be some multiplayer game of some kind. And I feel like it would have to be like almost MMO level. Like I could see how people get sucked into Destiny or Final Fantasy or Star Trek Online or, you know, something like that. World of Warcraft. But that's because the player base is what makes it more entertaining to play, in my opinion. Huh? Vi was very glad that you oversaw my stirring. How did I do? Apparently my stirring needs work. It was so-so. I love an ugly cupcake. Actually, Milo, that game idea that I had this morning came from reminiscing about World of Warcraft, which I do frequently. The most you've ever spent on a game, according to Steam, is 330.6 hours. Let's see if I can pull up mine real quick. Games, all 521 games. Wow. So top for me is 504.5 hours on Grand Theft Auto, 364.3 on Tabletop Sim, 215 on Valheim. I don't even know how I've played Valheim that much. I feel like I haven't played it that much. Empyrean Galactic Survival, 205.4. Then RimWorld at 174.7. Ark Survival Evolved was 164.3, and probably 140 of those hours were taming dinosaurs. $104 hours on Cyberpunk 2077, which I can say was all entirely doing stuff in the game. Empyrean is one of the top. Empyrean has been on the top for 4 years. The last time I played Empyrean Galactic Survival was August 23rd, 2019. Valheim, Tabletop Sim, and Grand Theft Auto are the only games that beat that right now. I had 82 hours in Unturned, so you know I'll play a good bit of BattleBit, most likely. You're convinced Steam doesn't know what the heck it's talking about? You know, I would think that too, but I could see how I've spent so much time in Valheim. I have restarted worlds like 4 times, 5 times, played with different friends, done a whole lot of building just in my off time. So I could see that. Empyrean was fun. You played it for a bit with your brother. You just wish they had more updates. Agreed. Oh my god. I enjoyed Empyrean so much. But what I wanted them to do was get better combat. And the gunplay and the ship combat was just so awful. Like, I loved getting to build ships and explore, but like, the fun part was getting a big, like, a good enough ship to go and fight the enemies, but the enemies would always cheat. The combat was just so lackluster. But it was a fun concept. I loved the concept. I don't even know if they've updated anything in that game. You know for a fact that you have way more time in PUBG than it says you do? Wasn't PUBG like a standalone game for a while? They did have a version 1.10 release back in June, almost a month ago. So like they're still doing stuff apparently. Because it isn't even in your top 5. I could have sworn that it was like an independent game until it got brought out on Steam. Okay. Hope the devs can pull it back up into the public eye. They have something almost great. Agreed. Like I said, haven't played it for 4 years, and I remember the last time I did play it, I hadn't played it for like a year. Hi, Blop.
Screw it.
And then coming back in, I was like, well, not much has really changed.
Rue it.
So I don't think I'm gonna continue playing it until something better happens.
Blew it.
Oh. This is rigged? It's all random, man. It's all random. If I could rig it, I would win it all the time. How are you doing, Blow? If you're able to keep at least consistent updates with Bloodline, it'll keep people on board. I think so. I think as long as there's communication, a clear roadmap, and some form of progress being shown, I think people will stay on board. I mean, just like take for example, Cube World. That guy posted updates like sporadically and then shut down for like 2 years and then came back and everyone was all about it. So like, you know, as long as you are showing, you know, that it's being worked on, that good stuff is coming, I think people are gonna love it, without a doubt. Apparently he's back and he's making more, so like more power to him. I hope he can make the game that he wanted to, but whew. First time biking to work in about 2 weeks. How was the bike? Hopefully it wasn't too hot. But yeah, I think you're gonna be fine. You have so much content planned out. I think you're gonna have a real good time just making things and doing stuff. And once it actually releases, and then you've also got the modding community, the fact that the game can be modded is gonna make a huge difference for it. Like, so many people are gonna have fun with the sandbox that is Unreal Engine and the Bloodline. Oh, that reminds me, I have 14 of the assets destroyed out of, I think, 26, if I'm doing my math right. So shouldn't be too much longer, and I can get you the rest of those. I'll probably work on it some tomorrow. I would show you what they look like right now, but I know those are secrets. Those are secrets not to be streamed. Gotta get some experienced modders for the next beta wave. Do I do 3D modeling commissions, and if so, how do you put in a request? I have considered doing 3D modeling commissions, but it really depends on what you're looking for. This would be something that I'd be like, all right, talk to me about what you want, and I'll let you know if it's possible, and then I'll tell you how to put in a request. Because I've tried my hand at all sorts of stuff so far. I've tried photorealistic modeling. I've tried stylized modeling, toon shader modeling, low poly modeling. A Miata instead of wheels? B. Low poly. I might be able to get something janky. In what use case do you need it? Like, how are you wanting to do it? Are you wanting it to be like a rigged 3D model or an animation? Are you wanting to 3D print it? A rigged 3D model. I have never done any rigging before. So if you're wanting to use it for like a VTuber sort of thing, I don't know if I am skilled enough to do that. Because I don't know how that interacts with like VTubing programs or anything like that. Rigging just the feet. I want to ask so many questions, but I feel like I shouldn't. Oh my god. Oh my god. I need to edit that clip and put that up on TikTok. I can only imagine the outrage that will cause. Stupid pill. Speaking of rigging feet, a rigged leg for a spell you have in mind for Bloodline. Sounds like I need to learn how to rig. Rig and put in Unreal Engine. Because I could probably do that. I'm gonna have to learn how to do that anyway if I wanna... if I ever wanna create the 3 games that I have in mind. Lord. I don't even know what to think or say about that request blup.
You have sauerkraut, mister?
Gotta get
One,
one
thanks.
tap. I'd say all's fair in love and war.
That's a very tiny cupcake. Does taste like a cupcake, yeah. Just summon and attach legs to any physics object to make a little companion.
I think his name is Phelps. I read about him in the paper.
Are you asking me to create a ball with a bunch of legs sticking out? So that way, as the ball rolls, the feet are
That broad has socks in it, Brazier.
acting as its, like, mode of transportation? Like a Flintstones ball that is just feet? I don't know, Milo. That sure sounds like what you're asking. Too bad Ingle isn't here to witness this. It'd just be normal legs. Alright. Whatever you say, sir.
All units also needs help. 415 and shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
So attach legs to any physics object and make a little companion. Yeah, I'm a cop. Traffic laws don't apply to me. Poor Ingle's probably napping in bed. Ingle's probably playing Valheim. He probably doesn't even realize that stream is going on because he's on Valheim. Okay, so is it like a self-walking pair of legs? Hold on. Let's check. Where's my friends list? Ingle. Stardew Valley. Online friends. Where's Ingle? How do I miss him? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, he's playing Valheim. I so called it. They just attach and make whatever you cast it on. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. So the legs appear on the object, which in the game is a object that is affected by physics. I understand now what you meant by a physics object.
Also needs help.
This is 11K. We'll handle the 415.
11K, officer needs help. 415 shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 11K, code 3.
We're taking the next left.
It's like, how do I get where I'm trying to go? Don't you have something similar to that already, which is the spider one, I want to say?
We're going straight here.
Wait, it's not on my map anymore. What happened to it? What happened to those shots fired? Oh. There it is. There's the mount one, but that one broke. You broke that spell so bad you're gonna have to rework it completely. Really? What happened?
11K, officer needs help. 415 shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 11K.
Was it a nice U-turn? Honestly, I was reading chat. I wasn't paying attention. Come on. It's a wood fence. Hup. There we
Why
go.
don't you come on out, Jimmy? I won't let them hurt you. Not my honey boy.
I told you
But
not
thank
to
you.
call me that, woman. Now shut the hell up.
You shut the hell up.
That the lady of the house?
It's a nice story. Two old lovebirds just moved in together, but they had a falling out, and he chased her across the yard with a 12 gauge. Now it's him or us.
Get the bastard.
Officer down! Give yourself up! Now!
Wow, that guy was
You're a
dumb.
cop killer! Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Wow, I didn't have to do anything. Alright. That was probably the easiest one. Please welcome Officer Lemming to the force. Hey, Silver Lining, how are you doing? Good to see you, buddy. Is there always 4 ads in a row on Twitch? You just got booted to a feature-length screening of ads. Unfortunately, yes. Twitch has decided that in order for them to stay afloat, they must interrupt any and all live streams with approximately 2 minutes to a minute and a half to 2 minutes of ads every like 30 minutes. It's the worst. I know, right? It's always got the worst timing, and there's no, like, I have a little countdown timer that tells me when it's gonna happen, but, like, I can't, I'm doing live content. I can't plan around that. Oh, you've got ad blockers that actually work on Twitch?
Run, you fucking idiots!
I need to get the name of those ad blockers. Because, like, as much as I want to love and support the Twitch streamers that I do, I don't watch Twitch enough to want to sit there and go through all those ads, you know? Which probably sounds really scummy, but, like, I don't make any money off of ads. I don't really know anyone who makes good money off of ads, unless you've got hundreds of people watching you. What? Oh, I wanted the fruit market.
What's your read on Maldonado? I still like him for it. Seriously, that line about the guy at the fruit market making Isa his woman? Please. Now, we'll get to the market and the guy behind the counter.
You're almost never on Twitch just for me, pretty much. Aw, thank you. Whenever a new game comes out and you want to see straight up gameplay. Yep, I've done the exact same thing. Taking you months of filtering through ad content on Twitch to make these ad blockers work. Oh, so you like particularly target specific things? Is that what I understand? Am I understanding that right? Oh, dude, that's awesome, Silver Lining. What kind of mods are you gonna make for him, if you can disclose that? Gotcha. I didn't know that you had to specifically target anything.
Are you working Friday night?
But yeah, Milo, I was essentially just asking what you did to break the spider leg. Ooh.
LAPD.
Well, I hope that
Detective
they
Phelps and
can
Galloway.
actually deliver.
Feeney, what can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Hey, Levol.
Look, not
Very
much.
loud footsteps, I know.
I sell the odd bottle on the side.
They got a
for the
lot of
after-hours
stompers.
crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
I have... I think I have to doubt again.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before.
No worries, Test. Go
She
pack.
seemed like a
I'm
nice
excited
lady.
for you to go on vacation. I will miss you, though.
Her husband went
Especially
apeshit
because I'll
one
be
day when
starting
we got
the
talking
computer build maybe
She
Wednesday.
hadn't been back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Oh, that sounds like the truth.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh.
All right, the one time I actually enjoyed Rusty. You made an inverse kinematic system for the legs. You messed with something in the system and it completely broke. That includes the warp titans and everything. A new system in the works as well as a few enemies and events that'll make use of it. Oh, so if you're not using inverse kinematics, if I may ask, what system are you using? And I am reusing some old computer parts and some new ones that I just purchased, such as some RAM, because I lost my old RAM apparently, and some and a new power supply to put together a second PC to start hosting some games and stuff on. Wow, lady. I'm gonna try hosting a community Valheim server, maybe a community Minecraft server, perhaps if I get into it, a Project Zomboid server. We'll find something. We'll find a few things. But I wanted to give back to the community and give them opportunities to play some games and get to play them with them. How goes Mr. Jerk in chat? Well, that's a good question, Dimwit. How are you doing?
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Are you working Friday night? We should go out afterwards.
Lot of wine, lot of liquor. Should consolidate some of your old computers, make a retro Windows XP machine. Ooh. Oh. That is a bloody
I
scalpel.
cut someone who was already dead.
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. You must have seen it during the war.
What would you do with a retro XP machine? Mm-mm. Well, they're pretty good. Play Age of Empires 3? Why would you want to play that on an XP machine? Isn't that one of the newer ones?
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
Oh, I remember this. None. All the enemies that use the IK system are shelved until the new system is made. Annoying, but that's the way development. Yeah. Yeah. That is annoying, but at least you've got something to replace it eventually. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, you said Mr. Jerk and chat. Which is why I'm asking how you were doing, Mr. Jerk. Am I confusing the timelines? Fallout 2, Roller Coaster Tycoon. Yeah, there you go. Age of Empires 2 and Age of Empires 1, I believe, were the older systems. Dot pattern note is 253. Two. 5. Morrowind. Oh, heck yeah. Ephesians 5:22. Wives, submit to your husbands as to the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body of which he is the savior. Yeah, but what about the part where husbands submit to your wives? Why does everyone forget that? Why does everyone want to be misogynistic? Basically, it's saying, yo guys, treat each other with respect and love each other and acquiesce to each other.
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
Clem!
Dang, 2:30 in the morning. Have a good night, Lavoli. Good luck with your consolidation.
God damn it, get after him, Cole.
I'm excited to hear about that. You should come back and let me know. Also, new studio?
Wish me luck. We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
How close do you need me to be to shoot his tire?
He was our guy. Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Oh, heck yeah!
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road.
Hey, that actually worked. Okay. You know, I attempted to mod Morrowind a long while back. I would totally do it again. I don't know if I could play through all of it. I've never beaten it, but I would enjoy trying that. I remember that game being super tough.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Wait, Morrowind has multiplayer?
Job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace.
Clem killed a lady.
I'll visit myself and remind them that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll
oh my god.
Jury.
Morrowind multiplayer on the Steam Deck. No way.
I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, On your way.
Just free alcohol. I mean, I knew that they were working on a Skyrim together one. I think they were also working on a Oblivion together? Given the size of Clem's stash, it was a wonder you didn't catch him red-handed at the El Dorado. I didn't realize he was at the El Dorado. Was he the bartender?
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggies? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do it then. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
We'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads.
How can we fail, Skip, with the Shadow leading the show?
Who the fuck is the Shadow?
Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming.
You're sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
Your power? Your Q key? Your Piquirtu key? What? I can't even tell which key you're missing.
Hey, ladies, get out of the road!
Q key. Hey, Shayla, how are you doing? It has amazing results every time.
Gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is too. We have just cause
I mean, I see a Q right there. How is he having trouble with that?
Another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas.
Muted your
seeping
computer?
into
How
his
does it
tiny
mute your
reptile
computer?
brain. Now,
Hey, Ingle, you heard someone was talking trash like he wouldn't find out? I don't know where you heard that from.
the address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont.
Oh, it shorts out the whole top row. That's crazy.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Ray Pinker will let us know in good time.
Oh, I see. Sounds like you need to send your computer in.
Indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Ingle, we were talking about how we were surprised you weren't in the stream yet, and I said he's probably too busy playing Valheim to even come hang out. And then I opened up my friends list and searched your name, and lo and behold, you were playing Valheim.
I want to stop.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that.
New laptop? Ooh. How are you doing today, Shayla? And I showed my girlfriend some of the cakes that you were making, and she decided that she wants to learn how to make cakes. She says that she's really bad at making cakes.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows make it the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base.
Building in Valheim is your only thing you can really do in game still? Man, are you still feeling that tuckered out? I'm so sorry, my dude. I thought you were feeling a little bit better. Sorry to hear, buddy.
That guy there will lead us up.
What guy where? Oh, this guy?
I'm steeling myself for what I'm about to see.
That'll just be another dead body, partner. We're used to singing. They're the gig.
Well, you should be even more excited to know, Shayla, that the cupcake was inspired by you. So, the stream title is technically for you. Still exhausted from COVID, but not constantly sleeping, so you've just been building away. Hey, at least you've got something to occupy your time, and that you enjoy doing. In other news, you went into work to meet someone just to find out they told everyone to stay home if they can due to flooding and damaging a lot of the highways. So the person you were meeting wasn't in. Oh, great, and they didn't even bother to tell you, huh?
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the
Wow.
boys from the
First day you
Examiner
woke
took
up
with them
before
as well.
noon.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of.
Oh, that's sweet of them to
Storm
be
around
gathering
10
you
last
stuff
night,
so you
the
can just sit
rain
there and
washed
build.
most of it
I want to see
away.
pictures,
And the
though, of
body?
what you've got.
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial
You think your
injuries.
allergy meds are messing you up so you feel all melted?
And for my
But
money,
kitten is cuddling. Oh,
Time of death.
love the kid.
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma.
Oh, she's not
Knock over
naked.
the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
Did you just start some new allergy medicine? Is that what's going down? You have the foundation and most of the structures are done, not decorated yet. So in a day or two, you'll do a recording and run through it. Oh, I can't wait, buddy. I'm gonna have to see if my old, base is still around. Because I stopped playing for a while, and then they updated and they changed the way that their saves were.
Most likely one and the same.
What's this? It's a $5 bill.
Not much help.
Might go through all of it. We have first base, your brother's Viking bar he built, and a new base. I did see your jukebox. That was pretty cool.
No drag marks. The killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
You changed it a little bit and it looks better now? Well, I'm super curious. I never really got into the decorating part, mostly just the building part. Same allergy meds as usual, but new bottle cracked open, so you're suspicious? Like, the bottle when you bought it was cracked open? I would return that to...
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
I would return that to the store immediately. It's a Zomboni. It does look like a zombie. You got your giraffe. Are you just coming to show me? You don't want me to play with you? Okay. You've got a very cute broken ear thumb. Hi, buddy boy. Hi, buddy boy. No wedding ring on this one. You broke it open, but it being a new bottle, you question this batch. Oh, why is that? It's that arm. It's the face. It's that arm. Huh? Guess that's everything. Who would marry a zombie? I bet you would. Ooh, yeah, go get some food, Ingle. For sure. Hey, Duto, how are you? Yeah, what's up, Lauren? Do I want to try frosting one?
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block.
Oh,
This
no.
lady thinks she has something for us.
One sec.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
All right.
I tried to make it like
Did it get on my shirt? Oh, okay.
but it's just
Yep. See how the corner's cut?
trying to make it like a squirrel. There you go. go. Now do big.
This looks consistent with Plum's poop.
There you go. That's a good one.
I think you need more cornstarch in this.
Good. Oh, that's nice. Great job.
Thank you. I would like a cupcake, yes. Maybe you should try freezing them or something. You're still learning, it's fine. Coming off the eye.
Ta-da!
She did a great job. No, it's... Just wants to know if this is the 2 cups of cornstarch.
No. Actually,
Yeah, they're tasty. Mm. Well, you gotta put it in a container so that way we can dip stuff in it. Lauren made cupcakes. Yeah, and? You make that sound like a bad thing. I'm sure Plum does really want a cupcake. You should have made him a pupcake. A pupcake. How are you doing, Duto? I feel like I haven't seen you in a hot minute, but it's good to see you again. Dressing baked goods is fun. It's very messy. But... And yes, this little tie, that was Plum's. He got that from one of the groomers that he went to. You're doing all right, just enduring him. No, I totally get it. I know he says that you're stalking him, but Dimwit's stalking me, so I kind of get it. I'm picking up what you're putting down. You haven't told y'all, but you have had a health condition for over 2 years now that causes you to faint and get dizzy. A few days ago, after 2 years, you finally got a diagnosis. It's neurocardiogenic syncope. I feel like I know what neurocardiogenic syncope is, but I am blanking on what the generic term for that is. But dude, that's awesome. I'm glad that you finally have a diagnosis.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Oh, okay. What's the hobo?
Description?
Tall, gaunt.
Narcolepsy. Ah.
He may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
No?
One of the hobo camps around here.
What?
He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Lauren just came in here and apologized for interrupting me and then started sticking her hand in my
Anything
face.
I can do to help.
You weren't scratching it, you were slapping my chin with your fingies.
Nothing be done about it.
Yes, be nice to hobos in bed. You never know what a hobo in bed might have gone through. You're gonna give him frost? He's just
What are we waiting for?
Shut up, Rusty. I'm looking at my dog as he's licking frosting off his nose. He's still licking. Would you get me the dandy and gentleman hat? Dandy is the tan one. Thank you. Here you go, Dimwit, just to prove that I'm wearing both. Yeah, we all know that Dimwit's just jealous that in-bed bot is better than the bot he made.
47.
Hi, buddy.
Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment.
Hi, baby boy.
Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective.
On guard, you
Large
scoundrels.
camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Your bot was great until Wikipedia changed their API? I don't believe it. I don't think Wikipedia changed their API at all. Excuses is all you hear in bed? Oh no, I'm so sorry, Duto. Forgot how old yours is, but you made some updates for the other guy you made it for? Wait. You made updates to the bot? Also, it's not a bot, it's just a simple command. I mean, for what it's worth.
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written on it. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to
No.
link this to
Wait, yes.
Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand? Cole, come on!
This doesn't work right half the time, but at least it works half the time. Yeah, I mean, it does work half the time. You can look up simple things like a banana. It works in bed. Well, that makes one of us. $11 months, almost a whole year. Oh my god, Dimwit. 4 years, 10 months.
At least the rain stopped.
We have known each other for at least, like, 5 years. Can you believe it?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up.
Duto, do you follow me?
363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
Dimwit's been following for 4 years. And you've been following for 3 years. Oh, you are following me. A year and 20 hours. Wow. Year and 10 months. Wow, it's a year to the day. My dude, happy year anniversary of following the channel. Thank you, Duto. Green silk dress. Is there another green? No.
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
Yeah, I think you are the newest one here, or one of the newest. Shayla, I think, might have a shorter follow time than you. He's young bucks out here, right?
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Ingle's probably got a younger follow time, I think. Ingle, how long have you been following? You're back with a proper meal number 2, and it's go time. What's the proper meal this time? Do exclamation point follow a. Ooh, big sandwich. Follow age. A-G-E. There it is. 11 months, 15 days, and 2 hours. Dimwit can't fall without injuring himself. I don't remember the last time. No, I do remember the last time that I fell. Technically, I was pulled. Plum pulled me out of a camping chair. And then I got leash burn on my arm, which you can make out there. Because he saw another dog and wanted to go say hi. Yours is like 7 days. Wow. Although it's very cool to see the various lengths of time that people have hung out. Follow age is just a number. I'm just glad you all are here. Right before Colt, it was Gordian Quest. Right! Oh, Gordian Quest.
We're looking for a tall man with a disfigured face. You know him?
Huh? What? I fought in 2
The game that I...
I think I earned some peace and quiet.
The game that I had to, like, blitz through to try and beat in time.
How's that just been paid look about him? You got a problem, pal?
Isn't he the cop they've been talking about on the radio? Want another accommodation? Oh, I wish I could afford that.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
How was Cult of the Lamb? It was good. If you like roguelike games like it, it was a fun game. Very easy to get into, very easy to play. Not too difficult. Not like Hades. Hades was a lot more difficult. But it was fun. It was a very good game. Yeah, keep it up, my man. Playing that harmonica. You wanted to see that game? Drill happened to be playing it, so you decided to stop by one of his streams, and here we are. Well, I, for one, am very glad that you stopped by, because the friendship that we have built is really nice, and I'm very glad that that we are friends and that you're hanging out. I want to learn how to float like this guy. My man, he's digging through trash. Ain't nothing gonna keep him down. Not even being a hobo. It's that scene from Kung Fury where the kid keeps falling down the hill for like a whole minute. Oh, God. I know exactly which one you're talking about. I don't know if I've ever seen that movie from end to end, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's that cop. Seems like a decent guy.
I don't know why I can look at that. You're not disfigured. Oh, all right then. Gonna head out. See you later, Silverlining. Good luck with your modding. I can't wait to hear more about it. And I wish you the best of luck with your neurocardiogenic syncope. Oh man, this guy has a fridge box. Living the life. One day I hope to own a fridge box. Well, well, well. If it isn't Sedge. The one, the only, the myth, the man, the legend. How's it hanging, my man? What you up to, you handsome devil? Am I supposed to actually, like, find anything around here other than that literal one picture? Doing okay? Been RPing more and more on a server you were invited to? Ooh, that's awesome. Is that the one that you were talking to Salad about the other day? Something about hitmen? I vaguely remember him saying something about that. Glad to hear that you've been RPing more, though. There's a Hitman script on the server you play on. How does that work? Like, you pay to have someone hunt someone else down and kill him? Mr. Edward of Wappleting. What a good guy. You don't think Ed would want you there? Of course he wouldn't want you there, dimwit. Why would you think Ed would want you there? Come on. It's not like he's me and actually enjoys your company and, you know, wants you to razz him all the time and call him names and hurt his feelings and, you know, not return his love. You go to an NPC and they give you a hit job and you'll get paid for it. Oh, is it like you end up going after a random NPC as well? Or a random PC? That's super cool. I love the sound of that. You enjoyed company once, hated every moment of it. I was happy once. It was miserable.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, please,
Ooh.
for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff.
That's really cool. I love that they have that. That reminds me of the Hitman stuff that you do as Franklin in the GTA story mode. Is it like a modern-based one where you get like all the fun, fast cars and crazy weapons and junk like that? Oh yeah, it's modern. Ooh, neat. Oh. He's talking about a GTA 5 RP server. Cool. There we go. They also have a jewelry script where you mine and refine rocks to get gems, diamonds, rubies, sapphires, emeralds, and you go to a few different stops to pan gold or silver to make jewelry. Oh, that's neat. See you later, Test. You have a wonderful night, my dude, and I will catch you later. They have like a full-on crafting system. That's pretty legit. Also, if I don't talk to you before you leave, have a safe flight.
Hello? Yes? Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news.
60 rocks and 30 silver and 80 to 100 gold nets you like $1 million. How long does it take you to get those?
Tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for
Those
the
children
loss.
look way too happy about that. Flight being safe isn't up to you, but
I know this is a
Test,
difficult
I
time,
want you to
Mr.
pilot that
Tarleton.
plane and
We're
ensure that you are
answer some
safe.
questions. First, we're gonna take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's procedure. You see to your girls.
Those kids know who the fun parent is. I like how the kids got up first. Like they knew what was going on.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Tarleton? Let him search. You got nothing to hide. You want to hear something funny, Tarleton? Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules them out as a suspect.
Ooh. Veterans Bar.
Check if she was a regular.
Everyone smoked back then. It's handy that they had those matchbooks.
I wonder why the picture was turned down.
I also wonder why the picture was turned down. An hour and 30 minutes to collect everything you need, and another like hour, maybe two, to refine it all? Dang. And what can you get with $1 million? Is it like one gun like it is in GTA 5? Well, Test, if you do happen to be flying, please be safe.
Seems irrelevant.
3 hours of sacrifice for $1 million is nice. I feel like that's about what you can get in GTA 5 doing like gun running, or not gun running, car running.
No good to me. Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Property cars, guns, tuner options for guns, all for $1 million. That sounds pretty worth it.
Baron's Bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive.
Might try a barrel roll. How often do you get to do that? Not often. Something that I'm missing. Although I don't know if you can do a barrel roll in a
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
Can you do a barrel roll in a passenger plane? You do a barrel roll every
She went
day?
out without her handbag? She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
Man, back when you had to get fingerprinted for a license.
At least she was spared that particular indignity.
Any plane can do a barrel roll? I mean, our resident pilot would be the one to know. Wouldn't you, dimwit? Everyone's a size 8.
Finger can match the impression to the crime scene. Lars was out in the rain last night.
Honestly, I don't remember what the difference between a barrel roll and an aerial roll is.
I doubt it.
A fishing lure? Barrel roll is distinctive in maintaining 1G of force throughout the roll, so most anything should be able to pull it off. Oh. Grenade 20 Warthog, oh god. You have to get fingerprinted in Virginia to this day. To get my license, I have never been fingerprinted. In fact, the only time I was fingerprinted was when I worked for a city. I worked for a city, and they, because I was working for the police department, they they needed to fingerprint. Hands knows how to tie a... There it is.
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
You've done an aileron roll before? No barrel. Barrel roll has the plane fly like it's riding the inside of a tube. Aileron roll has the plane spin around its center axis. Ah, okay, that makes sense. You got fingerprinted to work security? Well, that makes sense. Background check, stuff like that. Make sure if there's anything going on, your fingerprints are on file. It's a state-by-state thing. See, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Washington, and Illinois. 4 out of 50.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
I feel like I need to use some intuition on this one. Ooh, that's pretty evenly split.
So you don't know anyone who would want
Oh, that was wrong.
No, I don't.
Asking the community? Oh. I wonder what it actually was. The license also allowed you to work as a PI for a few years too. Obviously you didn't because that's work, but you could have. I wonder what it's like to be a
you said you went to
private
a party
detective
at Bobby Ross's place?
or private
That's
investigator.
Right. Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. A bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Baron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Excuse me.
Mr. Terrellson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Spill it, Terrellson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give
Probably
us
a lot of
something.
sitting in your car waiting for someone to do something.
She has a few
Or
insists she
tailing
wants to go
someone,
out
yeah,
dancing.
right.
We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
You were out in the rain. You got soaked.
Yeah,
Lars.
he
We
was
found your wet
soaked,
weather
so
gear.
of course he didn't come straight home.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Terrellson. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, if you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life.
You're a real piece of
Could
work,
break the
Rusty.
husband's story right now. Call in, get some uniforms dispatched, check out his alibi.
Yeah, tell him that right in front of him.
Operator, give me dispatch.
I think it could be interesting to be a private investigator, but I feel like that's going to be a lot of, like,
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
drama that you don't want to be a part of, you know? And, like, how do you set rates for that?
Can you run an address for a
Couple $100 a day?
And send some uniforms over.
$100 a day? I feel like that's not a lot.
Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thank you.
Can you make a lot of money as a private investigator? Maybe if you're, I guess if you're good. You know someone who does family law and you don't know if you'd ever enjoy it? I know, right? I feel like that would be so much drama. Having to deal with, you know, domestic situations, children, custody, among other things. Like, oof. Thank you for licking me, Plum. I don't know why my feet must taste really good. There's Baron's bar. I'm still wearing these hats. No wonder my neck hurts. I was just thinking about how my neck was hurting. It's because I'm instinctually just,
God damn it all, I asked them to hold the mayo.
trying not to move from the neck. Dogs are funny. Your sister has a little dog that apparently cannot get enough of the taste of your ears. Plum's the same way sometimes.
It's about Teresa Terrellson?
Yes, it is.
He just goes to town.
Radio.
Licking, nibbling.
Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
Yes, Plum? What is it, buddy? What do you need? Do you need to go potty? Huh? Do you need to go potty? He's just staring at me, guys. Dogs are dumb. Dogs can be. Plum is a brilliant boy. I'm gonna go see if he needs to go outside, though, real quick. 1 sec.
Something wrong, pal? I can pour you a couple fingers if that'll help. Something wrong, pal? I can pour you a couple fingers if that'll help. Something wrong, pal? I can pour you a couple fingers if that'll help. Something wrong, pal? I can pour you a couple fingers if that'll help. Something wrong, pal? I can pour you a couple fingers if that'll help. Something wrong, pal? I can pour you a couple fingers if that'll help. Something wrong, pal? I can pour you a couple fingers if that'll help. Something wrong, pal? I can pour you a couple fingers if that'll help. Something wrong, pal? I can pour you a couple fingers if that'll help. Something wrong, pal? I can pour you a couple fingers if that'll help.
Okay. Dogs are too much maintenance. Dogs are a lot of maintenance, I agree. He walked away and now Valheim is starting its self back up. This is why cats are better. I'm allergic to cats. Hey, Shadow. You don't have a problem? No, you've got a solution, and it's called Valheim.
Something wrong, pal? I can pour you a couple fingers if that'll help. Something wrong, pal? I can pour you a couple
what did he
fingers if
say?
that'll help.
What was the log? Around 10:30. But I don't have... I don't have any evidence to counteract that. I wish I could say that the husband said differently, but I mean, it seems like he's telling the truth. Yeah, it's definitely tougher to travel places when you've got a dog. Cats are a lot more self-reliant. But I love having a dog. Having Plum is great. 80% of the time.
On foot, in a car, by bus, how was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
God damn it all, I asked them to hold the mayo.
Call these grits?
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable.
All right. You also don't like dogs, so it's not worth the work for you. I mean, that's fair. I am both a dog and a cat person, but I have pet allergies just in general. So having a cat, finding a cat that's hypoallergenic is nigh impossible. Dogs are a lot easier to get that are hypoallergenic. Have I climbed to the top of the detective chain by beating all the other detectives yet? Not yet, but I'm getting there.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, two creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
I'm wondering if I get to
Sure.
go to
Got a good
Vice
look. One of them
or
was a sailor in uniform. His cap said
arson, like my book
USS
says.
Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Is that like the Bates
Any
Motel?
idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
And she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD. Don't make me chase you, shitbird.
Oh, they always make you chase.
Get away.
I love these waitresses. Everyone deserves.
Bates, we just want to talk.
You are flat-footed, Rusty. I got this guy.
Get in and drive. I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Ooh. Oh, I wasn't expecting there to be so much off-road. Oh, are you kidding me? This is a wooden fence, not steel.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine. You gotta get me closer. Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Come on. I'm almost there. Oh, you son of a gun. Oh. I hate that I can never get close enough to his tires. It was a mighty sturdy
Thin
fence.
him out, Cole. The road's wet. Make this guy wish he...
No time to wait, Rusty. You got me. Okay, Bates.
Oh.
We're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
Papers, Please. You know, I never did play Papers, Please. I heard it was a tough game, though. Think you're getting it? Direct eye contact means truth. Shifty eyes means doubt or lie. Honestly, it's varied per person. I've had people have really shifty eyes be telling the truth.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead, and your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
Bless you.
She's okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought
What-
I'd ply
what,
her with
dimwit?
a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
This guy's totally telling the truth. Yeah, that's why he ran, clearly.
After that, I don't know.
Man, look at that face.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat.
Attempted sexual
I'll explain
assault?
My theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
Cornflakes. Nothing gets me more riled up than a nice soft box of cornflakes. Where'd that goober come from? Off screen.
1247.
He's like an item that they magically pull out from behind their back.
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North
Blood for the
Bowery
blood
Avenue?
god.
We're tracking
Milk
a
for the
sailor who was involved
cornflakes.
in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily call a cardboard box a hard box. They're pretty soft. It's not like I called it flaccid. I just said soft. Also, I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that the reason cornflakes were made is some, oh, what was he like? Mormon guy, I think. Thought that if you had flavorful food, that you would be more likely to masturbate. So he made really flavorless food in hopes that kids would not masturbate.
You're right.
Anti-stimulating food. Yep.
Breathe, Phelps. Breathe, damn it.
Thank you, Shayla. Shayla knew what I was talking about. Zero excitement food for Mr. Kellogg. Yeah.
11K, yellow cab number 3591, sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitmer. Repeat, Wilshire and Whitmer, 11K.
Kids, eat your bait and anti-bait and flakes. You kidding? That's just what depression is for.
11K, 11K, further on your APB on yellow cab number 3591. Vehicle identified at Reggie's Cafe, heading north on Whitmer. KGPL clear.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, but my question is, who came up with frosted mini wheats?
Suspect vehicle, yellow cab 3591, sighted at 6th and Valencia.
You see our taxi anywhere?
Satan, probably. I like frosted mini wheats. They could use more sugar, but I like them. Like more of that frosting stuff. Do they have the opposite of that? Kellogg's? No. That's why you go to like General Mills or one of the other cereal brands. And who hurt them? Laying it out like it actually is. Oops. Where's the cab?
The search continues.
Car 11K, yellow cab 3591 was just seen leaving Dewey's
There
car
it
sale,
is.
driving north on Union Drive. KGPL.
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
Oreos?
The green
Oreo
dress.
O's?
Oh, don't tell me something's happened to
What's
her.
Tell me about
what
it.
are Oreo O's?
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
Oreo cereal? I didn't know they had a
Crystal
cereal.
Ballroom.
What time?
I mean, I bet it would taste fine. Oreos and milk go together real easy.
You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
Okay. Let's go to the Central Police Station. Not gonna lie, you don't judge people's cereal taste because you get down for Kicks? Oh man, it has been a long time since I've had Kicks. Kicks are good though. I remember them being pretty tasty.
Just go easy, Phelps.
He did look like a security guard. No wonder it ruined his day. What are Kicks? They're like round puff corn, I think. They're kind of like corn puffs, but just round and sweetened with, I think, honey, if I remember right, or some kind of like sugary glaze. Shayla probably knows better. One of your faves was Fruity Loops or Fruit Loops? Because I think Fruity Loops are the off-brand. You've never been much one for cereal? I go through my spurts of really enjoying cereal. Like Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Cinnamon Life those are always solid ones. I always enjoy those.
There's the guy. I heard he's an honest cop. There's an
He's in interview too.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
When you did have it, it wasn't with milk. I am constantly surprised by how many people don't like milk. But then also people that will have milk with their cereal, even though they don't like milk.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here.
What did you
Jessup.
eat it with,
It's always
Braz?
best if
Just
you answer their
dry or
questions truthfully.
water?
I don't want
Orange
any
juice?
trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to Barron's bar. What time
Milk
did you
is
arrive?
money.
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrelson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
Well, so would you just eat your cereal plain too, Shadow?
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. I caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrelson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup.
Was there anything in particular about cereal that just like turned you off of it, or were you just like, it's cereal, it's whatever? You loved Cinnamon Toast Crunch until you found an ant that got into the box and could never go back to it. I mean, that's fair. That is one reason why anytime I get cereal, I typically take, like, I'll open the bag and then I'll put the bag in a Ziploc bag. And then I just reuse that for the next cereal. Because I keep everything in the main plastic bag that it comes in, but use the Ziploc bag to seal it.
Where did you
so
go
much better.
after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab and I caught a bus back to the base.
We spoke to the cab driver. Tell us what
How did you
really
get a
happened
caterpillar
at the
in your
Crystal
cereal?
Ballroom.
I'd had enough. She was all upset about her husband bawling about her kids. She looked old. Left around closing, maybe 1:30. We got on a bus and she fell asleep on my shoulder.
Which bus?
An All-American 249. I went past her place. She jumped off and I stayed on it downtown. After that, I caught another bus to San Pedro. The Indiana's down there. She's being scrapped.
And that was the last you saw of Teresa.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't say much. I think she was kind of embarrassed.
You guess you just didn't like the cold milk with texture in it. I mean, I guess that's fair.
The cab driver
That is
said
fair.
that you were
Texture is a
getting
big thing about
pretty
food to people.
familiar with Teresa.
It's not how I'd put it.
So the last thing you wanted was her playing hard to get. Did that make you mad, sailor?
Yeah.
This guy has just been
it
all
did.
doubt.
She knew what a guy's looking for. All broads do.
No wonder this game is
Dancing comes
X to
second.
doubt.
And what happened at the Crystal Ballroom?
Nothing.
Oh man,
Not even
soggy
a little
cereal?
hand relief. She had another couple of drinks. There was no fun left in her. Just poured her guts out to some bartender.
We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Oh, I mean, if it's
Yeah,
too
my
soggy,
CO said
yes.
as much.
But freshly sogged cereal, that's
Can you put
good.
the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
What now? Drive all the way to San Pedro and check his locker?
Excuse me.
Let's see if the bus story checks out.
There's a depot at 1660 Beverly Boulevard.
Love a freshly sogged bowl of Fruity Pebbles.
3
Ziggy!
suspects in the can and 1 on the hoof. And still no
How are you
hard
doing
evidence on
tonight,
any-
Ziggy? I too love a freshly sogged bowl of Fruity Pebbles. Or Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Fruit Loops. I love me some Captain Crunch, but my god.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
Will that cereal shred your mouth?
Bring him in.
KTPL, we have Lars. Slow and steady, come on.
Oh, no worries, Milo. Welcome back. What are your thoughts on some freshly sogged cereal, my dude? Captain Crunch. Sounds delicious. I just don't want to put my mouth through the shredder, you know? Oh man, I haven't had Trix since Trix were fruit shaped. Yeah, freshly sogged. Like, not sitting in the milk so long that it's mush soggy, but like, you poured the milk in and it sat for like a minute or two while you're trying to get it eating.
They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
I need you to stay copacetic. We need to hold out till the cavalry arrives.
How do we do that?
Like this. Buckshot, keep it down, son.
If you want your rightful share, we need to fight for it.
Honestly, Ziggy, I am a little surprised that you are, that you were old enough to have.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman.
To have had Trix before it was turned into balls instead of fruit.
The Japanese have already done.
Also, this dude just straight up started shooting hobos with a shotgun. Like, what in the world? Anything beyond that, yeah, can be pretty gross. I agree. But like freshly sogged cereal, that's the good stuff.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Nothing better than super crunchy cereal with cold milk. Nothing better than some super crunchy cereal with some cold milk. You could have all your cereal be as crunchy and perfect as the first bite you would. You just got to eat it quick enough. You were in grade school. Please tell me, what age is grade school? You have one specific memory of eating the banana-shaped ones at the little before school latchkey? I don't know what that is. Oh yeah. Trix 100% used to be fruit shaped. You had oranges, which admittedly were more round than anything. Bananas, which were banana shaped. I think there were raspberries or cherries.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terreldson's chin.
Even as a kid, it was too sweet for you, so you didn't have it too often. I mean, that makes sense. You are one sour boy. Latchkey is just before school daycare for kids who had 2 working parents or a single parent who worked or something like that. Oh, I gotcha. Remember the little waffle-shaped cereal? Those were bombs. You can't remember the name, though. You mean, honeycomb? Are you talking about honeycomb? I loved honeycomb. The blue raspberry coming out was nuts. Missing morphine. Cops say goons fighting dope war. Blue raspberry is an entirely artificial flavor.
I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
Oh, I forgot about the red dot in the middle.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war. Well, I'm sure you two will want
Cookie Crisp were your favorite as a child because you only liked dry cereal and could pretend that they were little cookies.
Good night,
You were
sir.
having a fun little treat. Oh, that's cute. What goofy game do you want to play? Is that about the goofy game that you want to... Okay.
We need your help, Jack.
Honeycomb were honeycomb shaped. Not exactly waffle, but probably the closest to waffle you could get.
I'm
I
fine
think...
too, Jack. Medical school's
I
going
think
well.
Waffle Crisp?
job.
That was a thing?
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
Huh.
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local
Lauren says
gangster,
Waffle Crisp
Mickey
was a thing.
Cohen, is putting on the squeeze?
No.
So hand it over, walk away.
It wasn't very good?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts.
Waffles specifically.
So your problem is with
Blue raspberry
gangsters
started when
being
makers of
dishonest.
Ice Pops had more red flavors, cherry, strawberry, raspberry, and watermelon than shades of red dye.
We'll all end up in jail.
So did they do raspberry and just make it blue?
This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
There was a cinnamon waffle cereal and it was dope. I don't think I ever had cinnamon waffle. I think I had like a maple flavored waffle cereal
I
once.
want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is
Milo
force,
thinks it
Sheldon.
was Waffle Crisp.
They got to the top back east by proving
He
to be
thinks it
more
was
vicious than the
Waffle
English,
Crisp.
the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. For God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
You can't do this!
Yeah. I don't think I ever had Waffle Crisp. Lauren says it wasn't good. I think Milo loved it.
That's the cop from the newspaper.
Lauren said you're wrong, Milo, for liking Waffle Crisp. Telling you, honeycomb was the bomb. I loved honeycomb. Golden grams were also very good. My mom also really loved, what were they called? Smacks, I think? Smacks were delicious.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession. We can charge the bum with murder.
Wildly unhealthy, but loved you some cinnamon toast for breakfast. Like actual toast, not the cereal. Oh my god, my dad loved making cinnamon toast for breakfast. So much sugar and butter on that stuff. Oh. I loved it as a kid, and then the older I got, I was like, ugh, no thank you. You will stop most things for a nice big bowl of corn pops. Oh, I forgot about corn pops. Yes. Corn pops were very similar to Kix, weren't they? Pretty sure if you front end a car hard enough to knock its tire off and through the back, that isn't an accident you're walking away from. Well, they should have gotten out of my way. I'm clearly a police officer. Don't you hear the siren? Oh man, let's see. I remember when I used to have Reese's Puffs. What about Cocoa Puffs? Do you guys remember Cocoa Puffs? Ziggy, are you not good at driving in real life? I don't think I've ever driven with you, and now I'm a little concerned.
I think his name is Phelps. I read about him in the paper.
And thank you, ma'am. You have a safe trip now. Where are you boys headed today?
LAPD. We're after the driver of All-American 249. Would have been around midnight onwards last night.
Just a minute. Frank Zeffirelli. He's your man.
Where can we find him?
Frank is out on the 7-4.
Can you tell us the route?
Hang on. I should have it mapped out here somewhere.
It was a bit. You're a fine driver. You are, however, being hit on in Valorant, and you are scared.
Is someone gotta tell us what the hell
Hit on how? In what way?
That broad has socks in it, Brazier.
I'll need to run the loop.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
Do I need to like hop in and start yelling at someone?
Won't take long.
I'll do it.
We have a siren.
Hell yeah, Phelps gets it. So you need to aggressively say stuff back. My duo says your voice is really hot. Then you should reply, well, tell your duo that they're a coward for not being able to say it themselves.
Let's go get him.
Call him out.
It's gonna be a pain in the ass to find him, but we need to talk to that bus driver. Let's roll. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to find him, but we need to talk to that bus driver. Let's roll.
Wait.
This could be a long trip, Cole.
Or it could be a short one.
And here's me without my hip flask and only a pain in the ass for company.
Way to kick off the drive in high spirits, Rusty. Comments like that put me in just the right mood for some legwork.
Touchy.
You know what your problem is? You don't like hard work.
I don't know
This
where I'm
kind
supposed to
of rigorous
go.
Search is what police work is all about. Discipline.
Save it, Phelps. You're just as bored as I am.
How am I supposed to find the bus without a waypoint? You've literally given me a waypoint for everything else. I was supposed to memorize the map? It's the red line. There's a red line? Shadow says there's a red line. I don't see a red line. Left? Lauren says there's no red line. Oh, is it on the mini-map here? Oh, that is really tough for me to see.
Did you doze off, Rusty? I think you slept through my solving the case.
Yeah, very funny. You just give me a nudge if you see him, all right?
How about you?
That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road.
Oh, that was really quick.
There's some kind of problem, buddy?
LAPD. We're investigating a murder.
Thank you for pointing that out. You just kind of ignored it. Well, you could do that too. Have a good night, dimwit.
And the woman got off first, around 2 a.m.?
Yeah, that's right. And the sailor stayed on all the way to downtown.
Can you tell us
Don't
where
let
you
the grump bite.
On California Street. To tell you the truth, she looked a little lost, like she got off on the wrong stop or something. I didn't like dropping her off near that hobo camp.
You've been a big help, Mr. Zeffirelli.
All right. You did get dropped off at the hobo camp.
By the seat of his bell-bottom trousers. He left the broad alive.
Left her by the hobo camp.
Which means he's as good as killed her.
We can't eliminate any of them, but the disfigured man should be our starting point.
I'm gonna call for some backup. These bows hate cops.
Oh, you mean if I had done that first instead of going to the hobo camp, maybe he wouldn't have gone all gung-ho and shot a whole bunch of hobos? Oops. Well, thank you, Shadow, for pointing out that very tiny red line, which I could barely tell due to my color issues. You didn't bring enough bronze to the new base. Uh-oh. Time to go get some more. Good luck. I'd have been real lost without y'all pointing out that red line, for real. Y'all are some homies. Need like 3 bronze and it's a 20-minute boat ride each way. Gross. Just find some copper and tin nearby. You'll probably spend 20 minutes mining enough for both.
We're going this way.
Mouthpiece court strips off me at the grand jury. Case was thrown out.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government
puts weight like that on a man's shoulders.
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrellson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
You hate women, Ackerman?
More than you could ever imagine.
How much did you hate Mrs. Terrellson?
I ache to put my seed in them.
Ugh.
Afterwards, I have no use for them.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrellson near your camp around 2
I don't like
a.m.
this guy.
Why did you take her up to the hill?
He's
Which
icky.
hill?
I have many places. I go where I please.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Where were you around 2 a.m. last night?
At the camp.
You have an alibi? Someone reliable. Someone who will be around on the day of the trial.
Fuck your trial. The capitalist system needs another victim from amongst the masses. So be it.
Stuart Ackerman.
Well,
I'm charging you with the murder of
that
Teresa
was
Terrellson.
incredibly easy. Incredibly easy mission.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Terrellson will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief
Catalyst?
and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen.
Oh, they just want an
And the
excuse to get
grand
rid of the
result you
hobos.
have brought me.
Okay.
You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
The White Shoe Slaying. Wow, I sure did a number on that. The Terreldsons might have justice if Stuart Ackerman is pronounced fit to stand trial. I feel like I did everything right about him. Why would they give me a note about him? That's weird.
And now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were only
I think that was a good note. Maybe you're right. Maybe I didn't miss something.
don't do me wrong. Don't leave.
Man, I wish they still had clubs like this to go to. These sound and look like a lot of fun. I want to go and listen to someone just croon.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year.
It's interesting so far.
Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor.
I'm curious what the overall story is. I'm not as concerned with the
It would appear
individual
that someone has hocked a rose gold
cases.
wedding ring, a matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
Yeah, like the game itself has some interesting components to it, and I like
Another body.
some things.
And Deirdre Muller's ring.
And the overall
The Emperor
story
may soon
is
have to come to
interesting.
terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
When exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
But yeah, I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, okay, where are we going with a lot of this? I feel like I spend a lot of time futzing around and not actually developing much of the story.
This is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
Any central units, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
Yeah, I'm not I don't think... So, here's my assumption of how the game's gonna work out. Each case is its own standalone thing with one theme going along it. The theme being the Black Dahlia murders. So, my theory is that something about each one of these cases being so similar to the Black Dahlia murders is either preparing me for solving those later on, or somehow all of these are connected later on. That's my assumption. Which is why they're even bothering going into a lot of these, is just because they are all very similar. They seem to like mimic the modus operandi of the Black Dahlia killer, who I think they were calling the werewolf. So I think that's why it's set up the way that it is. And like, that's kind of what's keeping me going, is like, I want to see what is tying everything together in the end, you know? It's a clever game, I will say.
This is car 11 King. Go ahead with further.
11 King, 2459 suspects.
You should have iced those folks. You leave no witnesses, you stay out of the
I'm
poke.
not riding all the way to Santa Ana and then on to Cincinnati with you pissing in my
But
ear.
I'm tired of always being on the lam.
I don't have a choice. A stick-up charge is still a stick-up charge, and I ain't going back inside.
You're both coming with me. Don't do anything stupid.
And they're doing something stupid.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Keep it steady, and I'll try to bust his tires.
Bonnie and Clyde? It is very Bonnie and Clyde-esque, yeah. I don't know if it's actually Bonnie and Clyde, but...
Clean this asshole off the road. Now is not the time to play around, Phelps. Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road.
Put your hands in
There we go. Let's see who it is. If they tell me anything. I liked their hot rod, that's for sure.
Car 11K calling KGPL. Code 4 at the Lucas Avenue trolley station. The 459 suspects are in custody.
Well, I guess not. I guess we don't learn anything extra about them. Man, I should just stop doing these side quests. They get me nowhere. They don't really expand any story. They don't have their own, like, individual story. But sweet XP. That's true. They do give me intuition points. or XP toward intuition points. Wow, I just got an achievement for keeping the needle above 80 miles per hour for more than 10 seconds. Incredible. I just need to stop using my intuition quite as much. You gotta save it, like elixirs in RPGs, you know?
How can I help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave
Yeah,
me
usually
short.
they
How
pull
much did
into
you
my
give?
way.
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
Okay.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip.
Clever.
Does this mark mean anything?
That's 22 carats.
Gives you an idea of the quality.
Okay. Can I look at anything else? Oh my god, yeah, tell me about it. The new Twitter logo is stupid. Honestly, I just want Twitter to die already.
Goes by the name
I want
of
everyone to
Percy
get off
B.
of it. I
Shelley.
hate being on it.
Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build, dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Oh, I do actually go up to vice and arson. So I am on the second to last one for homicide. Okay. Why is it an X? Yeah, it's an X because he likes X for whatever reason. He likes, I mean, that's why it's called SpaceX. That's why, I don't know why Starlink doesn't have X in it. I don't know what's up with that.
We could have the
What?
local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
His child's name is Kyle, I think.
The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Mullen.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street.
All right, time to get some more experience. Starlinks. Oh god. Yeah. So that's why he changed it. Apparently, when he was part of PayPal, because I don't think he owns any part of PayPal anymore. He wanted it to be called X then, and I don't know. He's an egotistical multi-billionaire philanthropist who thinks he is the coolest thing since sliced bread, and he's throwing money away to make it work. But personally, I want to be done with Twitter because of just how awful it has been lately. Threads isn't any better. And it's impossible to follow everyone and all the things that I want through Discord. So Yeah, I almost made it through that traffic weave, but that tram was going way too fast.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street.
All right, I'm finally here.
Identify.
God damn it! I said cough it up. I'm not gonna say it again.
Say yeah.
That's it, old man. I've had enough of your gibberish.
Whoa. Where's Rusty?
Give it up, LAPD.
Obnoxious oaf.
Jump the fence. Okay.
Hurry!
Oh, there's a hole in the wall.
Touch him.
I thought you cleared the trap. Shoot the creep! I don't need this. These trains are barely grazing.
Heavens to Betsy! Someone, please!
Holy hell!
Surrender now. Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Oh, I actually shot it out of his hand that time. I haven't even watched the first season of Invincible. How was it? Is it worth it? I shot it out of his hand! Okay. No, that's fine. No, it's cool, it's cool. I didn't want to try and take that guy alive anyway. Watch it in bed? Okay, I can do that. Hey, Lauren, we gotta watch Invincible in bed, apparently. No! Fixes, at least in season 1, some issues you had with the comics. Oh, it was a comic book? Huh. Yeah, I know it's really gory. It's like the animated version of The Boys, right? I wonder if they still have that bridge that says keep LA safe and drive safely.
So wait for the next turning and go right. Up ahead, you turn left.
The cast list, especially for season 2, is insane. Yeah, didn't you say that Lance Riddick is in it? He must have done some of the recordings before he passed, right?
Just ignore this turn.
Oh.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak to the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. You got it?
He was in this episode. You don't remember if he was in season 1. Ah. I mean, he was in so many things. Iconic voice actor.
Isn't it? Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
Okay, personal effects. Got a letter. We got a letter. We just got a letter. Okay, dear Evelyn, I hope that this letter finds you in a better way than when we last parted. Bitter words were exchanged. You had taken too much liquor, and we both know what that makes you become. But I am not writing to harass and accuse. I'm writing to apologize. I was heartbroken seeing what had become of my little girl and what she is doing to herself. You're destroying your body and your soul with liquor, Evelyn, and it is harder for me to watch than you can imagine. But only God Almighty above has the right to judge, and so I beg you forgiveness. I've been in contact with the sanitarium here in Connecticut on your behalf. They say your condition is an illness, Evelyn, and that it can be treated. But I thought that said beated. You only need to check yourself in. Was she going home?
We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's going to be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Oh. Hearing him gave you a lot of nostalgia and feels in general. I get that. It's crazy just how fickle the world can be sometimes, you know? Like, things you take for granted.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
Things you wouldn't think that you would take for granted.
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
No, he wasn't that old. I mean, a lot of people die too young, honestly. Have a good night, Ingle. Thanks for hanging out with us, my dude. I hope you feel better.
What are you thinking, Ray?
The city keeps tossing us dead bodies. We're just running to catch up.
Is that a police badge?
Not sure this means much.
Isn't In Bed Bot so thoughtful?
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was
Ooh.
inebriated.
I'd say, I mean, popcorn would probably be good. Any kind of like theater box candy, I feel like, is a good 1950s cop drama. Maybe like a root beer float.
A Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Yeah, you know,
More
it's like the
exact about the
evacuation
time of death.
protocol, right, Shadow?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
What have we got here?
I thought you might like that.
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
I got this gadget whiz guy putting recording devices at the place.
All right, there's a top phone over here.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks.
Okie dokie. Got that one. Now let's go talk to the 2 rail yard workers. I think we've talked to this guy before, right?
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
Or is this... Oh, no, this is a different guy.
When I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your details?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now. Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
Yeah, that was a great first interview.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand. Classic Carmine.
Lipstick.
Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop. Don't hit him.
Again, the one time I'm okay with Rusty being Rusty, but God. No way this man's 24.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
You found her lipstick. What did you write on her body?
Hey, Hunter Huntsman, how are you doing?
I didn't write anything.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if
Yeah,
you're dead.
I realized it was
Telling you
truth
it's
for the
not
first
illegal.
one.
Me and some friends of mine.
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Enjoy your
Sure,
lurk,
Rusty.
Hunter.
Wouldn't park there if I were you.
Well, I guess to the liquor store we go. Come on, Rusty. Ooh, Minch's Bar, actually. It's a... I think that's a Jewish or Hebrew bar? Unless it's spelled differently.
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
These people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? I guess that's okay then.
MENSCH, I believe.
All
Mensch.
your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight.
Also, hi, Fear and Falafel. How are you doing?
The Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Trying to remember what Mensch means in, I think it's Hebrew. Hey Lauren, do you remember what Mensch means? Yeah. You're great, you're cool. Apparently it's a good thing. Yeah, that's what I was thinking is how it was spelled. Aw, a person of integrity and honor. What a weird name for a bar. Yiddish, thank you, not Hebrew. Yiddish. Huh? Yiddish is awesome. That's the word I was looking for. I was like, I know it's not officially Hebrew, and I know it's not Jewish, because that's not the right word for it, but I couldn't recall Yiddish. Yeah, MENSCH.
Drink, fellas. Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
No worries, Fear and Falafel. Have a wonderful night. I hope that this game and my voice can lull you into a nice deep sleep for the night. Take good care of yourself. Appreciate you stopping by.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Like I said, appreciate you stopping by. Have a lovely night.
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Oh, that's an interesting name.
Questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
All right, you cocky little bugger.
No, I was at home, writing.
Do you want to get dragged into this, McCaffrey? Do you want us to get interested in you?
She hung out with this powder puff, James Tiernan. They haunted the public library together.
How well do you know James Tiernan?
I know he works some kind of plebeian job at...
Plebeian job. Oh my god.
Bowling alley.
You are a writer.
Rawling.
A writer of the time, aren't you?
9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Do you want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
Thank you for the
I
information,
mean,
Mr.
workers
McCaffrey.
do need rights. Frankly, they don't have enough these days. It's stupid. How far it's come. Man, I would love to see workers actually get the money and the rights that they deserve these days instead of having to deal with the corporate greed that they have to among CEOs and business, well, not all business owners, but there's a seller here. Oh, this guy. I can talk to this guy.
You a friend of Evelyn Summers?
Who's asking?
Very cute. You know who's asking.
I know my rights.
You don't have any. Answer the question.
Evelyn mooches for drinks. I don't have any time for that.
Was that so hard?
Keep writing me, copper.
I wish I could
Trying to enjoy
pull
a
my
quiet
gun
drinks
on
against
you.
the goddamn law now, huh?
Yes, yes it is.
The regulars might have something else to tell you, but I don't.
All right, well I guess we're done here. Apparently we're not done here. Did I miss someone? Can I go upstairs? There's this grumpy guy who doesn't want to tell me anything. And then there's McCaffrey, who I've already talked to. Is there someone in the toilet? I can go outside. Usually there's no point in going out back unless there's something for me to see out. What is there for me to see? Can we leave Rusty and drive away? Yes, we can. We actually can. Yeah, I might be back to the bar later. I just thought maybe I had missed someone. Alrighty. Well, let's get back in the car. And go to the liquor store.
Okay, so go left at the next one. Phelps! Up ahead, you make a right.
What did you make of McCaffrey?
There'll come a day, and it's coming very soon. We'll wreck him and the rest of his Tinko buddies out of Los Angeles.
I meant as a suspect, Rusty.
So wait for the next turning and go right.
Meow. I assume this is Rusty's car, so I really don't care about it much. Liquor store. Oh, aw. I was hoping that would be broken. It's spewing water. Unfortunately not.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
Any game can be Destruction Derby if you're rough enough.
You got some fine stock in, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
Oh, wow. She's got a legit place back here. All right. Good for her.
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed.
Bowling pin. Yes, I'm aware of Rawlings Bowling. Thank you.
Bowling alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
All right, so she drank alcohol, and she bowled a perfect 300.
Pictures. A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
All right, first the picture, then the diary. I bet we'll go back to talk to that one guy, huh?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
Oh, wait, I can investigate that further? Yes, please. Okay.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
I guess we'll go back to talk to Grosvenor McCaffrey. That's a good photo. Oh, they made it back up to the front already? Jeez.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
A social visit to pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it, but she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
We got the impression that Evelyn
Also
had been
true.
sleeping rough
Okay.
of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
We're struggling for leads.
Okay, that was a good doubt.
Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him.
He was slow on giving that tell.
From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks.
All right.
Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
You know what? Of all the people that I've met in this game so far, I like Robbins. Robbins is like the one guy so far that has been like, all right, this guy's solid.
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in. Car 11K, Car 11 King, KGPL.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly, return to Central, code 2.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
Well, he's gonna have to wait a little bit longer because we're going bowling. What rewards have I gotten from level ups besides outfits? So every time you level up, you get intuition points up to 5, I think you can hold at once. And intuition points let you like eliminate answers and get hints on questions that you might have. Other than that, I don't know. I don't even know where to change the outfits, honestly. Good use for an old hangar, actually. Whew.
Hello, Rusty. 2 on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
This is business, Florence. You got a guy works here by the name of Tiernan?
Sure we do. He's a pin setter. Clears the jams, works the gutters. Go right in. He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back. He's a nice boy.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
Right in front of her, just, all right, let's go rough him up.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Tiernan! LAPD!
Why do they always run?
There!
Ooh, this is a nice car. Everyone just leaves their cars unlocked, huh? Leaves their cars there, or their keys there too.
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight.
These
What
are
extra
flashy
weight?
cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road. Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides.
There
but
we
they
go.
always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means, Phelps.
Yeah, 95 different cars. It's crazy. I wonder if it's possible to rip these cars from LA Noir and put them in GTA 5. Because I know Chips has been wanting some newer 1950s, 60s themed cars, and these would be great. Hell yeah, we're gonna drive this one around for a little bit. Go back to the bar and see if we can talk to Grosvenor? Okay. Grosvenor should still be here. Let us see what more he has to say. Think.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
I don't have any evidence.
I don't like you, McCaffrey. You look like someone who's trying too hard. Like your whole life is some kind of performance.
Thank you.
I think you need to give us something to get us out of your life.
I work hard on my parking jobs.
I don't like you either, you pompous, stiff-necked patrician. You think I don't see through you and all the other minions of the ruling
Sherlock
class?
Holmes. Wait, was the book a piece of evidence that I had? Oh, it was. Gosh darn it. Hold on. That was a lie, not a doubt. See if I can get in there just before talking to him about that.
Two with ketchup and mustard.
Heck yeah. Oh, I don't have my fast... Oh, I do still have my fast car. Heck yeah.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes.
I forgot about the book. I didn't think that was going to be an evidence.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You looked down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
Well, how about the book?
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that. A Renaissance man like yourself lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it.
Was she in your apartment?
I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
Okay. Thank you for that clue. I'm glad I came back. Alright, how many intuition points do I have? I am now full up on 5 intuition points. So let's go to Central Station and go interrogate the boy, huh? And I wonder if we'll be able to close this book, or this case, with this last interrogation. I won't be going too much longer. I realize that it's almost 10 and I got work tomorrow. So I'm gonna see if this is the last solution or the last little bit to this case, and if it is, then we'll be calling it there at the start of the next case. Ooh.
Jesus, Phelps!
Nice. I was doing really good with weaving for a minute. All right, where is he?
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
Downstairs.
Parker or Green? I don't know who'd be worse.
You're a real asshole, you know that?
Enjoy cupcakes. You hope Lauren had fun making them. You've got to study and sleep. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, Shayla. I do really appreciate it. The cupcakes were tasty. They didn't rise as much as Lauren wanted, but she enjoyed getting to make them, and I think we'll end up making more. But they were fun. I appreciate you. I think they were just like
some concerns over the Henry
white
Muller
cake,
cases,
vanilla maybe.
which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copy.
They were very tasty.
I've been banging the
I
same
want
drum.
more.
But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick, but she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say? You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And to follow up on Evelyn Summers, I want daily reports.
Door knocking all morning, but I gotta
We
make
got
it
our
in the car
orders.
in the end.
Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Did you read about the
Wait,
woman
McCaffrey? What about the kid that we brought in?
That's the cop that caught her.
I don't think we need McCaffrey's address now, right? Maybe if I had gone here before the bar.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
Yeah, it's like all of the murders that I've solved so far, we've just been able to pin on someone who has seemed guilty.
Grover McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thank you.
Am I secretly the murderer? Phew, if I am secretly the murderer, then that is secret even to me. Although that would be a fun twist, wouldn't it? Okay, well, like, do I not have the kid and... Oh, he's not in here. Oh man, what if I have like dissociative identity disorder or something, and that's why I don't know
Straight through the red light. Said she never saw it.
that I'm the murderer. That would be crazy. Okay, but why would we be going for McCaffrey when we picked up the kid?
Let me pose a question. Depends. What's it got to do with? Morals.
Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
That's a Shyamalan twist right there. One that barely makes any sense, but still makes everyone shocked. How are your Valo games going, Ziggy?
You need to turn left at the next junction.
No more Valo? Sims! Aw. How are your Sims games going then? I want to be a rancher. I saw you turning into a horse girl yesterday. I knew you had it in you. A horse and 3 goats? Oh, that's awesome. How was Jedi Survivor, Shadow? Ooh, your horse is really well trained. Can it do tricks? Where are the mailboxes? Ah, here they are. 6.
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
Ooh, you compete in competitions. How well does it do in competitions? It was really good. Is that the second one, Shadow? Survivor? Barrel racing and jumping and stuff.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
She places every time mostly first. Oh, that's awesome. So happy for you and your horse.
Maybe.
Wow. She quit her day job to race her horse and it pays the bills? God, if only that could be a thing in today's day and age, huh? Oh, it's the other half of the note. It won't take long before you are healed and you can come home. I have put your things back into your old room with a lock on the door for your privacy, and you can come and go as you please. I will care for you and you can return to your normal life. I know your address has changed, so I cannot be sure this letter will find you, but I pray that it does and that you consider what I have said. I love you very much, and I pray every night that you are safe and that one day you will knock on my door and the rift between us will be mended.
The body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
With love and understanding, your mother, Augusta Summers. Final boss was a bit questionable plot-wise, but otherwise the story was really good. Ooh. Yeah, Star Wars seems to be hit or miss with its plot lately. Oh.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation at least.
A carrier pigeon? Is that illegal? Full fun combat and exploration. How was the combat for you? I know some games with combat tend to be difficult for you, bud. But I mean, it sounds like you've been having a great time with it, and that's clearly not the case with this one.
To connect that.
Your horse is a rescue, so she is a bit jittery sometimes, but she's your little award winner. Aww. So, like, in The Sims, the horse actually has enough personality like that to, like, have those jittery moments and stuff.
I've told you where he might be. That's the best I can do.
That's super cool. That's a nice little bit of detail.
Seems like a decent guy.
Horses and Sims get 3 traits. Huh. Clever horse. It was difficult, but it's Souls-esque, so it's supposed to be. I mean, that's fair, that's fair. But I mean, you beat it, so obviously you're doing pretty darn good.
Sit down and we'll talk. I'll go get our wheels.
Hey, Nightingale, thank you so much for the raid. Give me a second and I will give you a proper shout out, but I appreciate you and raiding. How are you doing tonight? Aw, thank you so much for the resub as well. Welcome back for your 12th adventure in a row and your 14th adventure in total. My man, it's been over a year. And a year straight. That's crazy. How has it been a year already? Brock, thank you for the resub as well. That's so sweet of you. Welcome back for your 9th adventure, my dude.
McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
Hell yeah, punch him in the face. You have seriously done the hardest thing you have ever done? What did you do?
It's got to be McCaffrey.
Slash shout out no, not Nightbot, Nightingale. There we go. What were you playing? Ooh, you were playing The Witness. That is a tough game. There we go. You may have taken you more tries than the average person, but you still got through all of it on your own. Pretty proud of that. You should be. I mean, shoot, dude, like Dark Souls 3, I hated playing that so much. I had to do it with other people to help me get through it. So the fact that you were able to stick it out in a game that is a Souls-like combat and do it all on your own without any trouble.
Tiernan set him up.
10 out of 10, my dude.
Don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you? Yeah, whoever did it. So what's that Dahlia fuck?
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
Go left, just
Maybe
now.
you should get back to Elden Ring. Yeah. I mean, that's one that I want to pick up soon. Elden Ring and Bloodborne are both games that I need to play through. I feel like I almost need to, like, take a vacation, though. Like, just take some time off and play Bloodborne and Elden Ring and some other games like that, just for the heck of it. You completed a difficult set of puzzles that had to be completed before in the Hall of the Mountain King finished.
Sure you can make it stick for one of these suspects, gentlemen?
That sounds crazy.
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is...
Gina! Hi, Gina. Thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back for your 18th adventure. How are you doing? A gamecation. Yeah, pretty much.
McCaffrey isn't too. I want the confession from one of them.
Yeah, definitely upload that to a YouTube video. That sounds super difficult. I don't know how long In the Hall of a Mountain King is, but... Myelda! How are you doing? I wasn't expecting a raid. It's so many raids this late at night. How are you doing? Thank you for the raid. You're so tired but doing well, playing some Cluedo right now and finally sat down. Aw, well, I'm glad you get to play some games for the night. Hello, Shadow and Myelda. How are you all doing, you lovely beans? Thank you for the raid. How was your Just Chatting stream? Shadow. Thank you for the 100 bits, my dude. Every dollar counts and everything is going toward me trying to set up stuff for the community. For those of you who don't know, I just recently purchased a new PC case to put some spare computer parts in to build a server to run games on, like Minecraft or Project Zomboid or Valheim or 7 Days to Die or something like that. So if anyone's interested in hanging out with my community and doing stuff, feel free to join up in the Discord. And for everyone who doesn't follow Myelda or Nightingale, y'all should totally give them both follows. They both just rated me. And they're both lovely people. Myelda is a big D&D fanatic, a talented artist, just a lovely individual in general. I've had the pleasure of meeting her in person, and she is as sweet as she is tall, which is very. And Nightingale also really enjoys D&D and is just a really solid, down-to-earth fella. Great to talk to, great to chat with, and just a lot of fun to be around. He is... I don't know how tall he is, so I can't say a tall thing like that, but... he is as wonderful as his name is purple, which again, I believe is very. I think it's purple. Glad to hear you're doing good, Myelda. We will have to catch up again soon, Gina, especially now that I'm a little bit closer to your time zone. Ooh, you were reading Percy Jackson. You heard Valheim, Hi, King of Pine. Yeah, I want to try and set up a Valheim server for my community to play in and just have fun with. That 93% on the hype train bugged you, so you wanted to tip it? What did that tip it to? Did that tip it to the next one? 5'9". Okay. You are as tall as me, actually. I think an inch shorter. It's a great way to put that. I mean, you are as kind as you are tall. You are tall, and you are kind. So...
Why did you run, Tiernan?
As wonderful as your name is long.
That night.
There we go.
I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe
That is a great
your
way to put
relationship
it.
with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Do I have any evidence? I'm gonna go with a lie.
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury.
Hey, you got a
before your
bit
feet touch the
badge.
ground.
Congrats on the bit badge.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
King of Pine only watched the movie, so after popular demand, we decided to do a series of you reading the books to chat and discussing them. Oh, that's really clever. What? I mean, I've never seen the movies or read the books, but I've heard that they're really good. How have you been enjoying doing a reading like that?
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He says he saw you go into your hotel with Evelyn.
You bought bits to use on Matt's stream,
I met
Silent
Evelyn
Hill
at the
stream to
public
scare him.
library.
And so you still have them?
We'd read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink. I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around
Oh, I'm
midnight,
so
maybe
proud
later.
of you,
And
Shadow.
there's no one who can confirm this.
No, there isn't. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it.
She wanted something of his.
Isn't there anything else you can do?
He doesn't look like he's lying. It's been fun. You're tripping over the Greek pronunciations a lot, but you've been pleasantly surprised by how interested people are in watching it. Oh, that's wonderful to hear. I can imagine the Greek pronunciations must throw you for a loop. They did for me in Hades when I was trying to read some of those. It's like reading the word epitome and saying the word epitome. Two completely different things. When you, like, for me, when I read it, I want to say epitome, but then when I'm actually, like, saying it, I can say epitome, no problem. You'll have to show me the clip, Shadow. The book reading have been super relaxing. You need to get some audiobooks to listen to again one day. Eurydice? Eurydice. Oh my god. Oh, I got that wrong.
Yeah, he's full of the common man routine, but he...
What if I just, nope, don't restart the whole case. What if I just, Eurydice? Yeah, Eurydice. That's her name, right? Eurydice? Anyone got a good recommendation for audiobooks? I thoroughly have been it's been a while since I've listened to them, but I thoroughly enjoyed, the Babaverse. The Babaverse was a really, really good, book. Or trilogy? Actually, there might be 4 books now. Hey! New emote,
I was the
sick.
last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew
But yeah, the Babaverse are, those are incredible books. Highly recommend. The audiobooks are very well done.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
That's a fun science fiction book series. If you want some more science fiction or science fantasy, 14 by Peter Clines is also a good audiobook listen.
We would read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink.
Yeah, the music.
I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
If you listen, there's different cues for when you get it right and get it wrong.
And there's no one who can confirm this.
No, there isn't. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
I think this next one is Dow.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it.
She wanted something of his.
I'm no hood. I'm a killer. Is that right?
We either hang this on you.
Yeah,
or
so that was
McCaffrey.
correct.
You better give us something.
That dun 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 is correct.
McCaffrey's
But if
been
it
in
plays
trouble with the
more,
law before. I mean,
then
he
it's
always makes out it was some
incorrect.
kind of labor dispute, but you know, I'm not so sure.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
Can you bring me the flowers? Yeah, okay.
If you don't give me
I got
some
that
reason
one
to
wrong
think
too.
differently about this,
That
Tiernan,
bum
I'm gonna
bum
have to
bum
go to
bum.
the DA.
I drank half a bottle of scotch. I don't remember a goddamn thing.
Okay, so it was lie, doubt, I think lie again? Because I don't think I have any evidence for his alibi. Maybe the tire iron would be
car, Tiernan?
something that puts him there.
Have access to a lug wrench?
Have a good night, Myelda. Thank you
There's a
again
lot
for the
of them.
raid. You take
Clear
good
jams
care
in
of
the pin setting
yourself.
machines.
And good luck with the rest of your book readings. Yeah, highly recommend them. They're really good.
I didn't matter. We're not building in this city anymore.
What did he say? We use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Coroner's report
Okay,
says
so
that
that's
Evelyn
correct.
Was killed
That was
with a
doubt.
wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Trying to think of what other audiobooks I've listened to that were really good. 14's the first book in the Peter Klein series. The Fold is the second one, and that one's pretty good. Apparently he has a fourth one that came out. The third one I didn't really
all the answers.
People who run
care
from the
for
police
as much.
usually
That one
have
was called
something to
Dead
hide.
Moon.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
You're going to need to do better if you don't want to swing for this.
Okay, so that was not as doubt based.
Meeting in my apartment.
Cheese and crackers for the fifth columnist.
Some of these people will corroborate your story.
I won't give up names of party members.
Good. It's your funeral.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
So you're telling me you were set up?
That was also
That's
wrong.
my conclusion.
I feel like I'm missing something with this guy's case.
They weren't even his prints. He'll confess.
Hey, thank you for the follow, King of Pine. Welcome to the kingdom. We're glad to have you here.
Why did you
And if you're interested in Valheim, you can exclamation point Discord there, join up on that, and sign up for pings for game night. Game night is where I've been keeping people apprised of what's going on. I try not to ping willy-nilly because I know how awful it is to get pinged all the time. So I will never at everyone unless it is an emergency.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
Okay, so this one was...
She was old enough to be...
I was mashing A trying to skip, so I did true. Like a silly boy. Thank you, Angel, for the follow. Welcome to the kingdom. We're glad to have you here. Hope you've been having a good night.
Those Vice boys get any on the side?
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
All right,
Can
relationship
you
with
describe your
victim.
relationship with Evelyn?
Could be better. Everything going all
barely knew
right?
Evelyn.
Sorry to hear that.
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly
Gnats.
prove Evelyn
Ugh.
and I were more than friends?
I feel that. I hate gnats. I hate bugs. We have had a lot of trouble with
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He
ants
says he saw
lately.
You go into your hotel
Ants and
with
spiders.
Evelyn.
I met Evelyn at the public library. We would read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night, we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink. I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
Where you live, they won't go away.
Confirm this.
No.
Is it really
there
humid where
isn't.
you are?
I knew you wouldn't believe me.
I always had trouble with gnats when I had
Aristotle's
fresh fruit in my
Metaphysics,
house.
The book that
Frequent.
belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at it once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it.
She wanted something of his.
So this one was truth?
You don't
Gosh
like
darn it.
McCaffrey, do you, Tiernan?
Ah, they keep coming through the door. God, it's like flies. They just find their way in, and the next thing you know, you're covered in. They lay their eggs, and then those hatch, and ugh.
Olive oil comes from olives.
I have 5 intuition, may as well use some. Well, I figured that one out. I just
Why did
forgot
you
what the
run,
answer was.
Tiernan?
I think it's lied
I was
out
the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would
something
think it was me.
doubt.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Oh, they even get into the kitty litter? Oh, that
Lying to me and I'll have you
sucks.
charged and in front of a grand jury.
You don't have
before
gnats in
your
your
feet touch the
country,
ground.
but from what I hear, they're a pain to deal
How
with.
can you
You
possibly
mind if I ask
prove
where you're
Evelyn
from,
and
King
I
of
were more
Pine?
than friends?
Pine? Mayhap?
Do you need me to sign some papers or something? No entiendo.
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He says he saw you go into your hotel.
Can't imagine
with
living
Evelyn.
someplace that doesn't have gnats. How do you not
I
have
met Evelyn at
gnats?
the public
I
library.
figured they'd be everywhere.
We would read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night, we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink. I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
And there's no one who can
Europe
confirm
and
this.
cold places. Yeah, I guess that's
No.
true.
There isn't. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Europe's pretty hot right now, though. But yeah, I guess
Aristotle's
cold places
Metaphysics,
would keep
the
them
book that
from
belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey
propagating.
saw her looking at it once
I think
and
that's
laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it.
She wanted something of his.
Anyone seen where Miss Rhodes went? Can you take these bracelets off? Hey, hey!
We either hang this on
Okay,
you
so that was
or
doubt.
McCaffrey.
Lie,
You
doubt,
better give us something.
lie.
Well,
You love this
McCaffrey's
game? This is
been
my
in trouble
first
with the
time
law
playing
before.
through it.
I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute, but
And usually I'm not
so
so
sure.
like, I want to try and figure everything out, but there are some choices in this game that I'm like, I don't understand the reasoning behind it.
You and Evelyn
It
were
could be really
drinking
funny.
together
Ooh,
last
do
night,
tell.
And she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
All right, let's use some intuition. People think he's lying.
Anything else you can do?
Coffee
soon? No way. You trying to shake this
Maybe it's this? Maybe it's lie and then the liquor.
You're lying, Tiernan. You've been fighting.
Ah,
with her.
yeah, there it
You
is.
fought and
I'm not lying. She got up and left. That was it.
Will you take long and responsibility?
she left, but she came back. She bought you a quart of whiskey to make it up to you. She told the liquor store owner. You're in deep trouble, buddy.
She said she loved me.
In return for not having gnats, you have to deal with bugs that love to bite people, like mosquitoes.
McCaffrey. McCaffrey was a writer. McCaffrey
And
was
thank
a
you.
hero.
I still
McCaffrey
haven't
cared for the little guy.
Did you kill her?
I still haven't figured out how to change my outfit.
Might as well have.
Oh, the outfits.
Kicked her out.
Where do I go change
She had
outfits?
nowhere to go.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
Well, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
And I think this one was Doubt.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment.
Bite till you bleed and then
McCaffrey was up
drink
on the
it, you
roof.
think? It's like the size of
Evelyn
between a
stole the
bumblebee
book.
and a regular bee. Oh my god.
McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said,
What in the world
he
kind
would
of
put
bug
her
is
out of
that?
Misery. He can be very cruel.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at our old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Okay.
I gave his wife a tap. I said, "All fair and loving."
Can I save? There is no save option. Outfits was right here in front of my face the entire time. Shoot straighter with the Thompson bar and shotgun. Chicago Light. City of Angels is much more dangerous by night. Get yourself 2 suits and get them pressed. The Golden Boy. Best worn while rubbing shoulders with movie stars. Hit harder and take more punches before going down. And shoot straighter with the Garand and the Colt 45. Oh. These actually give me like benefits? Oh, that's pretty neat. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's fun. I think I like the Sword of Justice the most right now.
This guy was willing to write his own mother after I sweated him.
At least I find them? What do you mean?
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
Can't find translation in English, but you can look for it. Leg.
Touché, detective.
Europe, bug,
Let's see
leg.
where this takes us.
Tabanidae? Apparently horseflies. Maybe clegg with a C? Notch-horned cleggfly, a horsefly. They are big. Yes, oh my god, I finally found the outfits. It took so long. Who would have thought that it would have been right there?
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
All right. Pond rings, handbag, torn letter, movie lot job, vagrancy, missing ring, time of death, lipstick, book, liquor purchase. No. I feel like this one's got to be doubt because I don't have really anything for him, right? Oh, it's lie.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
Yeah, what do I have that proves he was there? Would this be the tire iron? Yeah, I'm thinking maybe victim last seen, but I don't know. They're big and swarm too. You had a dog that was very unlucky and had his belly and sides covered by about a dozen of them at once. Oh, that poor boy.
You're going
Nope.
to have to do better than that.
Wasn't it?
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
Yes.
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with
Welcome
you.
back, Nightingale.
Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
The good thing is that their bites don't hurt. Oh, that is good. You have to notice they were there because your legs are bleeding in odd spots. Interesting.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA.
You spoken to McCaffrey? I can go. It's all been cleared up.
Not quite. We have one more question we need to ask, James. Then I think we will be done.
Sure. Go ahead.
So Evelyn passed out, and you walked out. What happened next?
I woke up in the morning.
Feeling like P. Diddy?
Hungover. I thought Evelyn would have come back.
I know you're lying, James. You went out looking for her. Tell me what really happened.
I don't know what you're talking about. How can you say I wasn't in that hotel room?
You wound up at McCaffrey's. You were still incredibly drunk. You passed out on his floor. It's time to tell me what really happened.
McCaffrey woke me up the next morning, and he showed me the lug wrench and the letter and the box. And he said I came in with him last night. He said that I killed Evelyn. And that it was all over the radio. And that he would protect me. And I don't know, Detective, for the life of me, I can't remember a goddamn thing. And I was angry with her. Really angry. I could have done it. Was it me?
I am up past my bedtime. You're scared for this boy? You don't think it's him? Hey, Vice. You are coming right on the tail end of it. As soon as I finish this investigation, I'll be going to bed. I know Lauren is waiting for me. Let's see. Oh, so for McCaffrey, I'm supposed to accuse him with the half of the letter in his apartment. Okay. That makes sense. What else are you supposed to watch while Sims? I don't know. Is Vice gonna stream tonight? Do we have to charge him? We have to charge somebody.
Wait here.
You vote for not him. Yeah, I don't think he did it with, one, how emotional he is, and two,
Operator, message for KGPL.
The fact that he was like, McCaffrey came and gave me all the stuff.
Phelps, badge 1247.
All right, you're not streaming tonight, but you likely will be tomorrow. Okay, okay.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Ooh.
Thanks, ma'am.
Yeah, I don't trust him either. I think McCaffrey is probably the one.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man.
You were kicked out after training.
I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence.
Yeah, I think he is
Parking
definitely
tickets and a
guilty.
petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge.
Well, how about your criminal record?
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge, beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have.
Yeah, you're going away.
I could have.
You beat her because she stole from you, because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you.
He didn't
with the
admit
murder
to
of
killing
Evelyn
her.
Summers. She was a sad lady who never heard
He may
anyone
have hated
except
her.
herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive.
He may have threatened violence, but he never said that he did it.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in the prison graveyard.
What'd you think of Shadow? Yeah, definitely charging him. All right, I got 2 questions wrong. Grosvenor McCaffrey can write a tell-all memoir from a cell on death row. What if the big bad evil guy is the commissioner/chief dude? You know, I was thinking that same thing. I've thought that a few times. Like, what if the guy who's been doing it all is actually the chief? Or someone else on the force, because there was another detective that we talked to at the start of Homicide.
That medic is the craziest, the bravest man alive.
Can we rally with the first, then try for the Nam boots?
It's here to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nam boots and infilade.
Mate,
we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant, get back off this fucking bridge. They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions. We only have minutes. I'm in charge here, Sergeant. Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? We don't have time for this, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river. My orders are to reconnoiter the... I think that point is now moot. You have 10 men left. My orders are to save what's left. Move out!
Do you want it to be me? You want me to be the bad guy? The Quarter Moon Murders.
Well done, lads. You did well with the Summers case. But we have a problem. The examiner received a new letter today.
Do you mind if I take a look, Ray?
Go right ahead.
You love the secret twist of it was you the whole time.
Like the previous letters, so I can't lift a print.
All right. This is where we are going to have to end it for the night, because if I keep playing, I'll just be going on all night. I think I'm like halfway through the game at this point. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more missions, and I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 missions. Yeah. So I'm probably like halfway through the game. So this Wednesday, I will hopefully have everything for the PC, and I was thinking about doing a PC build stream instead of a standard stream. And then Friday, I am doing some RP on the Boardwalk with Salad. So maybe if I have time this weekend, I will do... oh, thank you, Shadow. Maybe if I have time this weekend, I will try and knock out some more of LA Noir, like on Saturday or Sunday. Because as much as I am enjoying it, I have some other games that I really want to play, and I'm already... you guys can't see it, but I'm 23 hours into this game, and I think it was supposed to be like 24. There's no way I'm beating this game in an hour. So I want to get the PC built and some servers and stuff set up for y'all. And then Lauren mentioned wanting to play some fun games with me as well. So the next game might be with Lauren. We'll see what she has to say. You never know. Maybe I'm super powerful. That's right. I could try and speedrun this. I'm trying to see who is available to raid. You know what? My friend Sky is playing something called Master Detective Archives. So if you guys want to keep the detective theme going, we're gonna go over and raid Sky. So there is the raid message. I appreciate everyone for hanging out tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've been enjoying. I've been having a blast. And I cannot wait to play more and do more with you guys. So yeah, join up in the Discord if you want to see what's going on with the PC, the community server, and all that sort of fun stuff. And other than that, take care of yourself, take care of each other, be kind to yourself, kind to each other, stay hydrated, and I'll see you all on the next adventure.
Why touch your own when you can touch a death god's? I mean.